Hello, how are you all? Today I'm going to make this fantastic soup, leek and potato, cream of. Really easy, hardly any ingredients, doesn't take that long, and it's delicious. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, so this is really simple. So I've got 2 leeks there, and I've got roughly the same amount in volume as potatoes. So there's about 4 decent sized potatoes there. 1 onion, sliced, chopped, however you want really. 1 tablespoon of garlic, a little bit of celery, and then I've got 3 teaspoons of thyme. Now, leeks, they get very muddy and dirty inside, so cut them and then give them a nice wash. You know, you'll end up with grit and dirt in there, so give them a nice little wash there. We're going to add a couple of other bits, but it's really simple, this one. Let's get to the cooker. Okay, so large pot. I've got some oil in there. I'm using an olive oil. We're going to start by dropping in the celery, the onion, the garlic, a tablespoon of garlic. We're then going to drop in our potatoes. In there you go. And the leeks. Like I say, give them a nice wash. To that, the dried thyme that I'm using. A nice big pinch, like a tablespoon of black pepper. The same with salt. And then, as you can hear, we're on quite a lively heat, above medium. 5 minutes just throwing it around. And I'm going to get some stock ready next, some vegetable stock. Okay, so all these vegetables are still really hard, but they're just sweated down just a little bit. Right, I'm now going to add some stock. We need enough liquid to cover the whole thing. We're going to add a little bit of water to that as well, just a touch more. Very simply, stay on a nice high heat until it reaches boiling point, then turn it down so it's on a kind of nice rolling boil. We're looking for baby food here, do you know what I mean? We want it really super soft, so maybe once it reaches the boiling point, 15 minutes or so. Okay, so look, I've just turned the heat off. You can see that this is really super soft. Now, that might be a bit thick. It's evaporated out a little bit. But I mean, the thickness is up to you. But what we're going to do is we're going to liquidize this now. Okay, so liquidize that. Oh, by the way, those submergible liquidizers are fantastic. They're cheap as anything. You should get one if you haven't got one. Look. It's beautiful. But I think it's a bit thick. Right, I've got here 100 ml of cream. I'm using a thick cream. It doesn't matter if you use a thick or a thin one. Let's get that in there. Give that a mix. That'll really smooth it out. Really delicious. Now, is that still too thick? For me, no. But if you wanted, you could add some more stock or more water to that. Check that for salt and pepper. It's going to be fantastic for me. That's a really easy cream of leek and potato soup. And there you go, wonderful. Little bit of sweet paprika on the top. Job done, delicious. Hope you enjoy that. Keep safe, keep well, everyone. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. This is going to take no time at all, and it's absolutely wonderful. Nice kind of quick fix, really. We're going to make some garlic bread today with cheese. Got a loaf of bread. We're going to butter it up with garlic, bit of cheese and a bit of seasoning. Job done. Bang it in the oven. Delicious. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, so before I start talking about our bread, get your oven on maximum heat. Get it nice and hot before we throw this in. Really simple. So I've got a nice loaf here. You can use any type of bread you want, to be honest. I've got a white loaf here with sesame seeds on. Up to you. Now what I've done is I've cut it, but not all the way down. Do you know what I mean? I've just opened it out like that. Concertina style. Get that ready. Now we're simply going to make a really easy garlic butter. So I've got some melted butter here, salted or unsalted, that's up to you. I've got about 4 tablespoons of butter that I've melted, depending obviously on the size of the bread you're using. Right, I've got a tablespoon and a half of chopped garlic, roughly chopped, cut it smaller if you want. A couple of teaspoons of oregano. I'm not adding salt to this, but I am going to add some pepper. Now if you want, you could get some chopped onion in there, chopped tomato in there, chopped fresh parsley, something like that. I'm going to keep it nice and easy today. All we're going to do is give that a mix and we're done. The only other thing you're going to need, if you want, some grated cheese. I've got some cheddar there. So you've now got a hot oven, I hope, or it's definitely on its way. Let's get on with this bad boy. So I've got my bread there that we've cut. I've now got it into a tray that can go into the oven. Now I'm using this grill there, so it's just slightly off the bottom. It won't really matter if it's touching the bottom if you don't have one of these, but I'm going to be using that. Very simply, what we're going to do is we're going to sort of open this out, okay, and then get in there. Start buttering away with this lovely garlic butter. Don't be shy at all. Get loads and loads in there. So I've done, you see, just like that. So I'm going to repeat that. Then I'll be back. Just takes a few minutes. So we've now got garlic butter all the way through there. Now we're going to get some cheese and we're going to repeat that process. Get some cheese in there, in each of the slices. Again, be as generous as you like. Back in a moment. So I've got cheese again in there. So I've got all the garlic butter in there. Cheese is in. Now the rest of the butter, garlic butter, we're going to put over the top. We're going to get a bit more cheese on the top there. Just chuck that on there. So easy this. Right, so your hot oven's ready. What we're going to do is we're going to chuck this in, maximum heat, middle shelf, and we're going to go, depends on the bread you've used, 8 to 10 minutes. A little bit of oregano or oregano, as some of my friends call it, on top. 8 to 10 minutes. You kind of know what we're looking for. Melted cheese and loveliness. See you then. That was about 8 or 9 minutes in my oven. You can see it's lovely. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And there you go. So just easy and delicious. I love to do this. And like I say, play around with it. Try a different cheese. Get some tomatoes in there, onions, whatever you want. Bit of parmesan or something. Chopped black olives. Delicious. Hope you enjoy that. I'll see you very, very soon, I hope. Lots of love.